Hi, hello guys, and welcome to part 5 of Alan Wake. Uh, just got to a trailer park to meet after getting a call from her and the dark evil chick king, yeah, thing. Right, so, we can get this started.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, there was an island there owned by a guy called Thomas Zane. Now, some of the articles I found about him make him out to be a famous writer, but I ran a bunch of searches, couldn't find a single thing he wrote. Zane was heavily into diving, so much so that the place came to be called Diver's Isle. But the volcano under the lake erupted in 1970, and Zane went down with the island.
Yeah, how about that? It was there in the morning, as if it had fallen from the sky. But it would take a tornado to lift something like that. We're damn lucky it didn't crush any of the trailers.
Darkness ooze all around it, too.
Come on, mister. I'll take you to Rose's trailer.
Hey, why don't you come down? You done? Big cutting.
It gets better. A local girl, Barbara Jagger, drowned in Cauldron Lake just a week earlier. They were lovers.
Sure, Jagger's a local spook story. The Scratching Hag. Comes for you in the dark. Childish stuff like that.
Anyway, Al, I'm just getting to the best part. All of the articles about this stuff were written by Cynthia Weaver. I asked around, and she's that crazy bag lady you met.
What, the lamp lady? She can be a little loopy, but she's not homeless or anything.
Yeah, anyway, she knew both Jagger and Zane before they both died, and she had some kind of a breakdown.
Okay, so Barbara Jagger, the Scratching Hag, I'm guessing that is the Darkness Lady.
Just follow me. It's not far.
Thomas Zane, we've only heard mention of, but not Zane. And that's just assuming that Barbara Jagger is the... She live in a trash can? Bro thing really that serious? We had to... Go on, Barry. Up.
Well, mister, this here's Rose's trailer. You mind me asking what you want with her?
We're
Didn't you
just
have
here
done
to
that
talk to her,
before you
pal.
told her where she lived? That was a weird knock, I'll be honest.
Welcome to... Oh dear, Mr. Wake. I'm so glad you're here.
Rose, you have my manuscript?
Oh. Oh yes. Yes. Please, come in.
Hey,
Let's
this is
pretend
really
she's
good.
just okay.
Rose,
Yes,
my manuscript. I really need it.
I understand. I know what you need. A muse to inspire you.
Oh, for Barry. She doesn't have anything.
Yeah, hey, Al? Al, what's... Oh...
Barry! What? What?
It's coming for you, hiding in my barber's skin. I'm too weak to stop it. You must turn the lights on.
I promised I'd come visit you and your lovely wife. You must finish what you started. I insist.
You must turn the lights on. Turn the light on.
Back to work, boy.
I felt nauseous, hungover. Only anger kept me going.
I can't tell reality from dream anymore, but it seems I have an imaginary editor to help me. She's an old woman in a funeral dress. I call her Barbara Jagger. She's very strict. I'm writing faster and faster. My manuscript is being heavily revised. The edits are getting very aggressive, and each day there's less of me and more of her. I hate it, but I know she's right. She promises me I can save Alice this way. She knows more of this than I do. About the complex incantation I'm attempting. About this place. She's worked with another writer under similar circumstances, Thomas Zane. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I'm getting close. I can feel it.
Oh, we are her favorite author. Okay, so now we know that Barbara is the embodiment of the darkness, is using her as a... And Thomas Zane we just talked to. Or
Rose took a day from me. I had less than 12 hours left to meet the kidnapper. All I could do was get Barry into the car, work something out once I got on the road.
Welcome to the Oh Dear Diner. What can I get you today? Coffee?
I couldn't work up much hate for Rose. Something had used her to get to me and left its mark.
First refill is free. Milk and sugar on the counter there. Would you like to hear today's specials? Thank you. A nice day. Come back soon.
Barry was out of it. He was way too heavy to carry.
You're right. I deserve more money. I'm so handsome.
At the last... Yeah. Lights are on.
My gun and flashlight were gone. I'd have to find a way to get Barry into the car as quickly as possible. There was no time to waste. Mr. Randolph liked Rose. That little smile she had. How she was still sweet when life had tried so hard to make her bitter. It wasn't any of his business what she did in her trailer. But those strangers, the writer and his smart-ass sidekick, looked like trouble. And they'd been in there for hours, way past her normal bedtime. He reached for the phone and called the sheriff's station.
They'd been in there for hours. Didn't he say he lost an entire day? Well, it could just not be a day altogether, and just a couple hours during the day. Of course they wake up when it's nighttime. At some point you may hear my cat meowing, because she... to give it...
I just stepped outside to catch a breath of fresh air. Let me tell you, the weather's getting heavy. Nights like this make me especially glad I'm here talking to you and not home in bed. Once the weather takes a turn like this, I can't sleep at all. It's all tangled bed sheets and dark thoughts, punctuated by the occasional plunge into nightmare. Is it just me? Well, perhaps it is. But I hope I can make the night a little bit easier to get through. Caller, you're on KBF FM.
Hey, Pat, it's Walt Snyder.
What's on your mind, Walt?
Well, I ain't the way you are, but, well, I can't sleep either, you know? I just been staring out the window here, trying to make sense of it all, but, I ain't been drinking either, you know? I just...
Well, you sound like a man with a problem, Walt.
I had a, argument with Danny, and, then I got in trouble with the law, and,
It's the guy that was in the jail cell.
well,
I heard something like that, Walt.
yeah, well, he's, Danny's my best friend, and, they let me out on bail today, and now I'm just alone here at the window, waiting, man, and there's something in the air tonight, man.
I was just outside looking up at the sky above our broadcast tower thinking the same thing. What are you waiting for, Walt?
I don't know. Something's gonna happen. I think I better go.
Well, Walt, maybe...
No, thanks, Pat.
Well, good luck to you, Walt. Hang in there. Let's take a little break, folks. This weather's really something else, huh?
Very foggy. Extra dark. Huh, not too dark. Uh-oh. Nosy.
Oh, you're gonna get it now. God knows what you've done to that poor girl.
This is Agent Nightingale, FBI! Get him up, Hemingway! You're under arrest! You move a muscle, I'll unload right in your goddamn face! Stay right where you are, Slane!
What happened in the
What?
page?
I'm standing right here, you goddamn maniac!
Of course. Back in the
I
woods.
hated to leave Barry behind, but there was no way I'd miss my appointment with the kidnapper.
Give it up, Mr. Wake. Come on. Make it easy.
Get after him. Don't let him get away. Move it. I'll have your job if you let him get away.
What do they expect him to have done for them to automatically just start shooting? But yeah, you could definitely tell he was no friend, the way he was. Isn't this what the police get flagged? Shoot first, ask questions later. Did he say please stop running?
Okay, men. Keep your eyes peeled. He's gonna try to make it through here.
Oh, damn.
Fan out! Whoa! Stop! God damn it! Where did he go? Keep an eye out! God damn it! Where did he go? He slipped away. Keep an eye out.
You're not being attacked. You know? Because it's not completely.
He's gone. Come on, guys. We need to head him off.
For decades, the darkness that wore Barbara Jagger's skin slept fitfully in the dark place that was its home and prison. It was hungry and in pain. It dreamed of its nights of glory when the poet's writing had called it from the depths and given it a brief, terrible taste of power and freedom. The rock stars had stirred it from the deep sleep the poet had sunk it back to in the end. When it sensed the writer on the ferry, it opened its eyes.
So what I'm guessing, so the darkness was decades in Jagger's skin. Guessing the darkness did the exact same thing that they're doing to Alan Wake. We'll just say she, since we see her as Barbara. And somehow Thomas Zane got it to go back. It was originally stirred by the rock stars, so it's got to be those old men that we seen from the bar, the ones that are actually they're in a old folks home, I believe. So that's cool. So it was started by the rock stars. It took advantage of Thomas Zane's poetry and the way it could control things through the poetry. And then it came back when it sensed Alan Wake coming in on the ferry. People having issues before then, or did it literally just start again whenever Alan? Because the only references we have is the crazy lady. No, not Barbara. Caroline Weaver? I can't remember her name now. Maybe she's just been ever since, and nothing really happened until we got back. We got there. Uh-oh. It in DACA. Definitely here. Yeah. Some. Oh, give me a car that works.
Come in, Agent Nightingale. This is Sheriff Breaker. Over. Nightingale, over. What on earth is going on? My deputies tell me you fired at Wake, and he didn't have a gun. You almost hit a civilian instead. Over. Sheriff, Wake's running. I'm giving chase. I don't have time for this. Well, make the time. You can't just go shooting at people in my town. Over. I'm a federal agent pursuing a fugitive. You want to discuss my methods, Sheriff? Make an appointment. Over. You stay right where you are, Agent Nightingale. I'm on my way. Out. The suspect was last sighted running along the boards of East West.
Rose didn't know how the strange old lady got in her trailer, and she looked wrong somehow. The woman showed her teeth in an approximation of a smile and traced a finger down Rose's cheek. "Pretty girl," she said. Rose felt as if she was falling asleep, but her knees didn't buckle. The crone spoke in a whisper, her words ice cold and dark in Rose's ear.
We've learned a very valuable lesson here, folks. Go to sleep with at least a little bit of light on. Hey!
Search the area.
So, are they shooting the flares, or is the kidnapper shooting? lot better than me.
This
I was about
horror
to say,
was
we just had a
everywhere
check.
I went, circling me. The cops didn't stand a chance. They were after a writer, not a monster.
Wait, are you seriously telling me that geek writer just took out my deputies? Are you kidding? I mean, have you seen this guy? He wears a tweed jacket. Over.
He's the guy we're chasing. If it's not him, who then? Bigfoot? Over.
I don't know yet, but I'm not in the habit of jumping to conclusions. That tends to come back and bite you in the ass. Out.
I don't know. Stay. Oh, we're good. That really worked. Big boom. Okay, I just want to say that these cops literally got snuffed by the darkness, took out a helicopter, is literally throwing around vehicles, boats, made an airplane manifest, and yet we're here, the quote-unquote geek writer, fighting out the darkness with flashlight, gun. God. Badass. We're that good. Sensitivity of this is so maybe I'm just I just feel like it's a little weird that you're able to look through it and there not be anything.
I could see the lights of the radio station in the distance.
This is Jane. Mulligan, Thornton, come in. Over.
Thornton here. Jane, we got both Wheeler and Rose in custody. They didn't put up a fight or anything. Why, they were... Hey, what are you... Come on!
Sit down and give me that. Jane, Mulligan here. Over. Go ahead, Mulligan. Over. We got Wheeler and Rose here. Wheeler's drunk or hopped up on something. Speaking of which, that Fed had a pretty distinctive whiff of Otis Scotch about him, if you know what I mean. Over. I don't have anything on that, Deputy Mulligan. Over. Well, whatever. Anyway, Rose is just being plain weird here. You better get Doc in to take a look at both. Over. Gotcha. You better get them here quickly. The, Fed's gonna want to interview Wheeler. Over. Oh, yeah, I'll bet he does. Looks like they have a lot in common. Mulligan out.
Is it weird that I did not see that dead before? Okay.
I imagined that the broadcast tower in the distance was part of the local radio station. Maine seemed like a decent guy. Perhaps he could give me directions to the coal mine.
Man, we don't have anything. Calm down.
Unnatural shadows clung to the gate. The darkness that was after me was trying to stop me. I wouldn't get through without a light. There was no power to the searchlight.
That's right, gate. Okay. Sorry about your friend. Oh shit! Okay, nothing was coming. Yeah! Alan Wake, destroyer of gates. Go, baby!
It took me a moment to recognize the flashbang grenades. They were an ideal weapon for my situation.
Team 1, come in. Over. Team 1, this is Sheriff Breaker. Report. Over. Team 2, come in. I need a report. Over. Come on, guys. Talk to me. Come in, please. Over.
Flashbang and run. Oh shit! Okay.
And here's another call. You're on KBFFM with Pat Maine.
It's Milt Peabody, Pat.
What's on your mind, Milt?
Well, I live near the trailer park, Pat, and there's a big ruckus going on over there.
Well, that's just up the road from me, too. What's going on, do you know?
I don't know, but there's a bunch of police cars there, lots of sirens, a helicopter buzzing around, and I think I heard some gunshots.
Gunshots?
Yes, sir, like from a pistol. you find out what's going on? Because it's just next door and they're popping off guns there.
They're still shooting?
No, it was maybe 10, 15 minutes ago. It sounds serious, Pat. I'm telling you, it don't sound like no party.
I'm certainly going to give the station a call, Milt.
Okay.
You'll hear it here as soon as I hear from them.
Okay, thanks.
Party with no gunshots clearly hasn't been going to the... And hell, Eve. Shoot again. As soon as it hit 12. Hit him again. They were still following. They explode on contact? I didn't know flashbangs did that. I don't think I've ever seen anyone get hit with.
Touched by the dark presence, Rose was lost in a dreamland where everything was drawn in black and gray crayons. The old lady had promised her that all her wishes would come true. She would be Alan Wake's muse. She was smiling so hard it hurt her face. She crushed a bottle full of sleeping pills into the coffee. Deep down inside, she was screaming in terror.
I feel like I should have dodged that one. Gotta be very... Now we have a... Did it stick to that one guy? Well, at least we have a very good dude just whenever they appear, throw it at my feet and run. have to use a flare on him? Flare?
I hope Maine could lend me a car to get to the coal mine.
Oh, why, hello, Lorna. What do you have for us?
Well, I just don't see why the cops bother with the trailer park.
What do you mean?
It's a trailer park. Of course you're going to have trouble in a place like that. I mean, what do you expect? The sheriff should be helping us normal citizens instead of wasting resources on those people.
Well...
Let the trash sort themselves out. I'm sorry, but my granddaddy settled in Bright Falls in 1911.
Well, thank you very much for that, compassionate viewpoint, Lorna.
Wow. He literally just called them out. Honestly, hate people. Like how
Oh, here's a little surprise. The famous writer Alan Wake just walked in. Folks, I'm going to see if I can talk him into an interview.
Come on in, Mr. Wake. Oh, I'm so glad you could find the time to do this, Mr. Wake.
Nowhere to run now, Dan Brown. You back away from me. Don't hurt it.
Whoa. Everyone calm down. Put the gun down. We're all friends here, right?
Cool your jets, Nightingale. We got him.
Judas Priest!
What the hell's the matter with you? There's a civilian in there.
So we all know who Hemingway is. It's very common knowledge, but Dan Brown is the...
I had fallen off so many
person
cliffs it was
who
ridiculous.
Vinci Code.
That's what you get for naming a book The Sudden Stop. It was probably good I hadn't had the chance to tell Maine where I was going. I'd have to lose the cops and find my own way to the mine. Nightingale stared through the broken studio window into the dark woods. He turned around, started to walk out, but Maine grabbed his arm. "Young man, you almost shot me. You don't shoot off rounds at people like that. What's the matter with you?" Nightingale shook his arm free, marched out. His cheeks burned with rage and humiliation.
They need to take away his badge. I don't even think he's in. Shoot. It's a good thing that these cops are them. Shit. They missed it. Dan Brown wrote Da Vinci Code, Angels and Demons, and I can't remember his third. It's one. If you've ever watched the movie The Da Vinci Code and Angels, don't DVR and something along with back the 40 book. Also, the Judas Priest. Catch that one. If you don't know who Judas Priest is, that's a shame. They're with a popular metal band. Yeah, I think Hellbent for Leather came out in the 70s.
Danny had stepped out, but what stumbled back in was something else. Something alien. A monster. Walter tried to kill it, first with his fists, then a chair. It wouldn't die. Instead, it kept coming, unaffected by the beating it had taken. After Walter managed to kick it down the cellar stairs, fear took over. He ran, got behind the wheel, gunned the engine. The booze wouldn't make him forget, but he knew he had to try.
Alright. So on the next checkpoint, quits. I haven't been really feeling well. My past video was a half hour long. Hopefully this video is somewhere around a half hour long as well, so it's not too short. If we can actually figure out where we're going. We gotta go back down. You know, I forgot we came all the way. Oh. Didn't it cut off? I literally hit dodge before they attacked me. But yeah, I haven't really can't seem to keep myself asleep or hours before. Wait for it. See? Guys, it's not that serious. Well, at least they're a lot easier to date. Cost us battery. Even though we've been enough with they have guns now. Oh, he doesn't have a gun. Maybe the darkness knows how to use a weapon. They just know how to throw it back at people.
sensible reason for the power company work lights to be here. It was almost as if they'd been left for someone like me to use.
We pretty much kind of figured that one. That's not good. Uh-oh. Gotcha. Be afraid of Jimbo. Okay, seems we're gonna have to wait for the next check. Leave it to the professionals. Okay, where's the sign? Drop hazard, people. I did that. I just had to be sure. I haven't checked yet. But up there. I think we went the past. Didn't even see it while I was on the roof. That's crazy.
Sarah trusted her gut, and her gut said Agent Nightingale was an asshole. He felt wrong, and it wasn't just the smell of stale booze. It was in the way he flashed his badge, pulled rank, the look in his eyes when he wanted answers. Where was Alan Wake? What was this about an accident? Where was his wife? And most importantly, why did she let Wake go? He wouldn't answer her questions. Federal business was all he'd say.
Alright, since we just hit a good checkpoint before we hit the train depot, we're gonna go ahead and end it here. This was part you enjoyed, and shall see you in part 6 sometime soon. Thank you very much, and have a wonderful